figure on my debut of my Maddie Monday, or Mattel Masters Monday. That's what I should call it. Mattel Masters Monday. Alright. He-Man from New Adventures, leader of the Galactic Protectors. Not a super popular line, nor a super popular cartoon. I'm not saying that the line was bad, but man, the cartoon, I just couldn't watch anything past the first couple episodes, so take that as you will. It's going for like $4 on Amazon last time I saw, so I think that speaks volumes. Comes in the white mailer box, which I didn't have for my flip shot review there. And words on the back, of course. And cool. And we'll go straight into the figure, which the camera's not set up for, so I have to go through and do some zoom out. Alright. And there he is, right there. The New Adventures He-Man from the Galactic Protectors. And he has his laser sword and shield, extra armor, his ponytail, which I don't know. I remember seeing these things in the store, and I was like, hey, it's He-Man figures. And I think I saw like one of the alien guys first, and I was looking for the He-Man, and I found it. I'm like, that is not He-Man. It's like, this is He-Man. What is that? Especially when you look at the bulkiness of the original figure compared to the slimmed down aesthetic of the vintage New Adventures figure, worlds apart, and it just didn't work for me. But yeah, it looks cool in his box there. Not bad. All the Masters Universe Classics figures, I mean, I love them. So on the back there, we got some more of his, actually all of the New Adventures characters they've released so far. He-Man, Icarius, Flipshot, Slushhead, Optic. Really cool. So there's his bio card down there, which I'll do a still shot of for the thing. And there we go. So we'll take this guy out of the packaging and check him out. Alright, so here's the Masters of the Universe Classics New Adventures He-Man, Galactic Protector He-Man, out of the packaging. And he's pretty cool. I mean, I didn't really appreciate the cartoon all that much, nor the toy line, really. His design isn't bad. His design is pretty good. I kind of missed the old Power Sword, though. I mean, you kind of got the shapes in there a little bit. But, yeah, speaking of his Power Sword, we'll go ahead and cruise through his accessories real quick. Ta-da! Alright, so we got his Power Sword there. It's nice translucently chartreuse yellowy green color. Nice little grippy details on the thing, on the handle there. No pommel, just a straight grip. With some interesting guard-like feature. Looked like he put his hand in this middle part, but I haven't actually tried that yet with his hand. Looks like it might be a little big. Yeah, pretty cool little sword. And also he comes with his his shield there. Kind of neat. Clips right on his arm, either arm. It's centered right in the thing, so you can put on either arm and not really even worry about it. Now he does come with a another head. It's not too bad, just I wish they'd done the gold helmet separately and inserted the flesh parted pre-painted head underneath it. And it's got this right here, a little extra chest armor, which we'll swap out and show that more in detail. Alright, so let's get down to He-Man himself. And yeah, not a bad looking figure. Nice head sculpt. Has like that crazy ponytail thing going on. It's not a bad look. Has his harness there and all that. Full body here. Let's try to. The camera too much. All right, there we go. Right there, works for me. All right, so he's got his little. It's almost a newer version of his chest armor there in this gold color. A couple of arm things. So it's like some of the basic design elements. You know, he's got 3 things on his belt, same as the old one. You know, actually more, but you know, he got three main ones there. He has his boots and all that. So you know, they kind of kept the aesthetic there, kind of. You can tell it's supposed to be the same character, just by looking at some of the subtle cues and everything. Yeah, so not a bad looking figure. Does have all the standard articulation, ball jointy head, ball swivel, or ball hinge rather, shoulder, single point elbow, with a swivelly wrist, and it does actually have a bendy kind of swivel in there, so it's like a hinge swivel, I guess. And the other one bends the other way, which would have been awesome. You know, the doggone Star Wars toy's been doing that forever. It does have ab crunch, a waist twisty thingy there. It has like the ball swivel thing going on for his upper thigh, single point knee, and a swivelly boot cut, as well as a pivot, and these ankles are tight. A nice pivot and rock ankle. So yeah, not a bad figure overall. So yeah, and we'll check him out with his armor on. And now we've got our battle helmet chest armor thing on. I can't remember, was this part of the laser thing? I don't remember. Was it just, you know what? I think the helmet was a separate piece. I have to look that up. I'm so bad at researching stuff. But anyway, you know, it's not a bad look. It just, I don't know. It's kind of cool. They kind of emulated the furry stuff from his, you know, from the other masters, like the Man-at-Arms had like the fur-lined thing, and it's kind of replicated there. It's kind of neat. Nice little holster thing there for the power sword. Has like a weird C-3PO divot thing going on the back of the head there. But yeah, like the head is okay. The head sculpt is cool and all that. But you can look and see like where this is all jacked up in here around the cheeks. It should have just been like one solid chunky piece. But it looks like they had the helmet and thing, and I don't know if they were trying to fix or what was going on. But it just didn't work right there. It's like it should have been like, you know, all the way to the cheeks, that where that separation line is, that all should have been one chunky piece. And then the head should have gone in there. And looking at the underside, it almost looks like, I can't really tell if it doesn't really look like it's separate. I mean, it just looks like it's just a crappy paint job. You know? I mean, it looks like it should separate, but it doesn't. I don't know if it's like sonic welded in or what the deal is, but that sculpt should have been a little bit better. You know what I mean? I don't know what late Friday afternoon shenanigans they were doing that resulted in them to say, screw it. But, I mean, that head just really kind of sucks compared to, you know, like some of the other stuff. You know, they spend a lot of time on some of these sculpts and everything. I mean, even looking at the Val Kilmer sculpt, I mean, man, that is like spot on likeness, at least in this style, all the hair and everything, cheekbones, you know, the paint's done really well and all that, which that's a different department, you know. I mean, you do the sculpt and then you're up to the, you know, how the production line handles the paint. But it looks really good. But then, you know, compared to this, the way the cheeks are all kind of screwed up and there's no shading on it at all, it's just like it's going to stay in the box, you know what I mean? And the chest armor is okay. I think I do like the other armor better after messing with it for a while. Which I'm going to go and swap them back here on camera, which I don't normally do, but yeah. A little bit of head pop, pull out the sword. It has like the big fat tab right there. And actually, once you peel it apart, you can see it's actually 3 tabs. You got 2 right there, and then this one, and they all kind of groove together. And then pop that off. And then this has a nice little button tab kind of thing that goes on. Put it on there like so. Right around the thing. That goes now like that. And then you got ponytail head. Nice. So this is probably how he'd be displayed on my shelf. No chest armor. He'll probably have his sword sheathed just to keep his action figure footprint down so he doesn't take up so much space. But yeah, it's a cool looking figure. Would I get him even if you weren't a fan at all of the New Adventure series? I mean, unless you're a completionist for the He-Man Classics line, I'd pass on it. It's cool it came with extra accessories. It's cool that they did it, you know, pretty close to what he looked like in the New Adventures cartoon. But he's an okay figure. He's he's all right. I mean, the best part about him is probably this head sculpt and his like the sword and shield. I like that translucent stuff. But yeah, other than that, he's all right. I don't think the kids are going to play with this one as much. They're going to play with Flipshot though, but probably not so much for the New Adventures He-Man. I don't know. We'll have to see, and maybe I'll comment later. But there you go. I'll give him a good, good 7.5. I think this really eats up a good portion of what would have made him a 10 figure. But this right here is fine. If he was just this, with the stuff and the head sculpt had been like spot on perfect, and this is actually, it's kind of, I don't know what to say about this. It's kind of almost like it doesn't go. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't quite fit with this figure. I'll have to look online and see exactly what the old school version looked like, but it seems like it's just kind of like a toss-in accessory kind of thing, just looking at it, just open-endedly, or just looking at it objectively, it's just not that great a piece. And the helmet would have been really good if they had actually nailed it, but it's just off a little bit. So there we go. So 7.5, which is like kind of like sideways for me. On the Masters of the Universe Classics Galactic Protector He-Man from the old school New Adventures series. So yeah, passing this guy. He's actually pretty cheap. So yet again, he's another one that'd be good for bucks. I mean, if you don't really dig the boots, then you may have to swap some boots out. But for a chest and legs, even the head's not that bad. You could do like a young Duncan, paint like a small mustache on him and do his hair brown, and you could be a young Duncan with a mustache, whatever. I don't know. There you go. Thanks for watching. Okay, as an afterthought, that sword hand does kind of make up for it, so I'm going to give this guy an 8.5, because it is actually pretty cool. I didn't actually mess with it. I knew it was there, but I didn't really think about it, but that is actually pretty freaking cool. So, yeah, I don't know if I want to buy a couple of these to take the hand out, you know what I mean? But if I can get this guy cheap enough, that may happen. So we'll see. Maybe some extra handless bucks coming up on the org trade boards there. But that is actually pretty freaking cool. I didn't think it was going to be that awesome, so I didn't really talk about it. But yeah, that is almost a deal changer there. So yeah, he's going to get an 8.5, which is like pretty much mostly a thumbs up there. So yep, just had to add this on.